Hey everybody, Cowboy Brett coming to you from the Alfalfa Bale studio today. I've got a tall tale for you about my rodeo days back when I was a kid. When I was 16, 17 years old down in Pilot Point, Texas, I was calf roping in the Pro Youth Rodeo Association. And the stock contractor down there, every year he would buy a handful of calves for the calf roping. And when the season started in the spring, he'd have small fresh calves for us then. But he'd keep the same set of calves, and we'd rope them all summer and all fall long. So here we are getting along about August, September time frame, and the cattle are getting pretty big. And we got a visitor. Hollywood snuck in on the scene. That's my wife's sorting and shooting horse. He is a pill. He's a good horse, but he's a pill. Anyway, so we rope these same cattle all year long, and by the time the August, September time frame came around, these calves are weighing quite a bit. They're pushing 300, 350 pounds, something like that, and pretty big for a 15, 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old to be able to flank and tie. And the guy who taught me to rope, Richard Stowers, he had told me that when you rope a calf and you step off and that calf is going to the left, you got to go to where that calf is going to be, not where he is. So in this particular case, I happened to be wearing that night my very first brand new straw hat. I'd never owned a straw hat before. I saved my money, bought this hat with my own money, and to me that was a big deal. I took a lot of pride in anything that I was able to save my money for, work my money for, and be able to pay for myself. So that was a big deal. So here it is, my first night, my new straw hat. I'm there to press all the girls. Ha ha, here we go. And I go out there and I rope this calf. And I get him roped, and he's a big black baldy calf. And as I step off my horse, man, he's a stylist. That was his name. He's a stylist. He could stop on a dime and give you 9 cents change. And I'm telling you what, he would stop dead in his tracks and keep that rope tight for you and everything like that. He didn't work the rope real well, for those of you that know about calf roping, but he'd at least stop. And this calf, I got him caught. And as I'm going down the rope, he's running to the left. And so as I'm going down the rope, he's running to the left. I'm going to the left with him, right? And so all of a sudden, the calf turns and faces me. Well, for those of you that don't know, when the rope is tight, calf's on a tight rope, and the horse, ironically, is behind you, and the rope's tight, when that calf turns to you, it puts slack in the rope. So now the calf turns to me and goes back that direction. So now there's kind of a V caught like this, right? And so I'm standing here, 350, 400-pound calf on this end going that way, 1,100-pound horse on this end going that way. So when this thing comes tight, Brett's going to be in a spot. And which is exactly what happened. So when all of a sudden that calf goes that way, and I realize, uh-oh, it's fixing to get western. Horse is still running backwards. That rope comes up and hits me right at my waist. Now, I'm 6 feet 3 inches tall. I've got a 38-inch inseam. I'm pretty much all legs, right? So this calf hits me at the waist, and as I get hit like this, it knocks me flat on my fanny. And I'm thinking, I'm fixing to crunch my brand new straw hat that I just bought yesterday. This is not good. So the rope hits me, I hit the ground, and then all of a sudden the rope goes right up over my head. And how I managed to hold on to it, I have no idea. But for whatever reason, I held onto that rope with both hands, still have the picking string in my mouth. And as that rope comes tight with that big heavy calf going that way and my horse going that way, when the rope comes tight, I hang on to it. My feet flip right back up over the rope, and boom, I'm right back where I started. And I look down, look back at my horse, and look back at the calf, and take off down there and tie the calf. Now, I didn't have a real fast time. I was like 14 or 15 or 16 seconds or something like that. But the bottom line is, I got him tied. I kept my hat on, and it didn't crunch my hat, which was amazing. And to this day, unfortunately, he's passed away now. But if you ever met Richard Johnson, every time as an adult when I would see Richard Johnson, the first thing out of his mouth, he would tell that story. Every single time he goes, man, I've seen a lot of things in my life, but I've never seen anybody do that. Take a back flip and flip it over, hang on to his hat, still go tie the calf. And I think I even placed in the rodeo, which the competition wasn't that great, wasn't that stiff. But bottom line was, I got him down, which floored me. But I still don't know to this day how I was able to go through that lift, through that rope, and have that thing come up over my head, not lose my hat, not crunch it, and come back up on my feet, still be able to get a time. It was amazing. But anyway, Richard was a guy who would appreciate telling that story, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, please be sure and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and maybe shoot me a video and tell me what your favorite memory of your rodeo runs were, or what your craziest thing you've had happen. I'd love to hear it. I love hearing about good rodeo stories and wrecks that have happened, because I tell you what, guys, when you've been in a wreck, when you've been on a horse and you've had one cut in two on you, you've been in a wreck of your own, something like that, you've now earned the right. You're a part of the club that gets to laugh at everybody else that goes through it. I've been through it. I laugh at other people. I don't mean it ugly. I've just been there myself. It happens all the time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I hope you'll share yours. Be sure and like this video, share it with your friends. And in the meantime, this is Cowboy Brett coming to you from the Alfalfa Bale studio, where I think, oh, now I got Shank here. Shank's checking things out. Hope you guys enjoyed it.